Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here in Week 4. Starting from the 5. Uh-oh, it's a fumble on the opening kick. And they steal it back on the return. Neither offense has even taken the field yet, and already, Brock, a massive swing in this contest.
Yeah, think about it this way, Kate. If we didn't have the coin toss before the game and one team got the ball to start both halves, what an advantage it would be, and that's exactly what this offense has right now.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. Jalen Thompson makes the play. And the Ravens are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Working quickly here. Second down carry for Taylor. Juke the defender. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. First down, here's Lamar. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Completed to Flowers. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense in the hurry up here. They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Play action. Here's Jackson. Caught by Flowers. Running in the red zone. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and goal. Here's Taylor. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Play fake. Jackson. Vacates quickly left side. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd and 8. Connects with his back, Jaleel McLaughlin. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Nate Wiggins has got it. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Play action now with Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Broncos have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And that falls incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now looking to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Escapes the pocket. Escapes the sack. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Setting up a throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Denver first. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
On first down, they'll run. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target there was Jackson Smith-Njigba. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Pass play coming here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. Young Hui-Koo on for the point after. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And it's fielded but not returned for the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. He's out in the clear. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Going to the ground again on first. He breaks the tackle. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Working quickly here. Lamar off to play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. Pickup of 2 here. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Excellent job by the quarterback to get away from trouble. Get a solid gain, get the first down, and get yourself out of bounds. Not exactly the way you draw it up, but no one's coming away disappointed by that end result.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Ravens take a second quarter lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Give now to the running back. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down. Back now, pressure on its way. Off the mark there, incomplete pass.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. Offense up to the line fast. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact...
Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! Nate Wiggins has got it! And the Ravens are going to have it after his second interception of the season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. He lets one fly deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
2nd and 10 now. Finds Smith and Jigba. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Breaks the tackle, still going. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Ravens will go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Brought in right side. And the nice pickup ends beyond the 35 as he goes out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Quincy Williams making the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Offense in the hurry up here. On the move, headed right. Into the hands of Likely. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Escapes out to the left. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
What is it?
From the gun, Jackson. Flush down out to his left. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Fielded at the 7. Good looking return here, and he's got room. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motioning left. Lone back gets the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They go play action here. Flushed out of the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He fires one deep down the right side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
You gotta make a move.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Taylor again. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Oh, ready?
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Ready, shot. You at X, you at X. Hey, middle. Sit up.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This finds Likely. And they make the tackle at the 38. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Chased out to his right. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Lamar throwing again. This one finds Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Jackson yet again. He's got it at the 6. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Now the Ravens offense staying put. Look at this. They're going for 2. And again, it's Jackson. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. Dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
They're set up at the 35 now. Taylor now up the middle. Oh, he loses the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Play fake, Jackson. Headed out right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, a better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Forced out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense. They're
going Taylor. Only 1 yard, but when all you need is an inch or two, Brock, that'll still move the chains.
That's a pretty clear plan of attack by the back from the very start. Found the lane quickly, didn't hesitate, knew exactly what he needed to get past the marker.
First down, and they go right back to him. Space to the left. And he's finally taken down at the 3. So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. It's the Ravens with possession and a big enough lead already. They could probably coast the rest of the way. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They go again with Taylor. Takes it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Another 2-point try coming for the Ravens. Jackson's throwing for it. And right back into the end zone he goes. So one play, it's a touchdown. Then the next for 2, and he's extending their lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone he had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40. To throw it on 1st down. Oh no, they get him yet again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Ready, shot. 13.
Taylor trying the left side. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Taylor. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here. Jackson now on 3rd. On target to his man Taylor. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
On 1st down, Jackson. Getting out to his left. Now here he goes. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and goal, here's Taylor. And he's going to fight for it and get in. Touchdown! The Ravens throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens continue piling on to this lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done. Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll try and throw it here. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. He's going to throw this one. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Broncos putting up points in a game decided. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Broncos take 7 points off the deficit.
Broncos 14.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
No, we changed it.
That's good.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Buying some time right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Broncos have it as he records the 1st interception of his young career.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
All right, one more snap to play here. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby, but he